My roommate's boyfriend has a lot of allergies, and they want me to restrict my diet to accommodate him. So I told her that I don't care about her boyfriend. I have been living with my roommate, Layla, for about 10 months. We have a 2-year lease, so I want to fix this so we're not miserable for the next year. To start, I need to see if I'm in the wrong. Layla started dating Kyle about 6 months ago. Kyle has severe food allergies to shellfish, nuts, and soy, as well as many more mild, moderate allergies. I cook a lot with nuts and soy and occasionally shrimp. At first, Layla would tell me that Kyle was coming over, and I would just adjust whatever I was planning on making if it would be aerosolized, mostly nuts, which was fine. He's never had any reactions to my food at our apartment, but it slowly escalated, and now they want me not to keep any ingredient in the apartment that could cause him anaphylaxis, even if I'm not actively eating or cooking it while he's over. I've refused, and they've both pushed back a lot on it, and I snapped a little and told them I don't give a fuck about his allergies. I can accommodate him to an extent, but I don't care if the contents of my cabinet make him uncomfortable. He doesn't need to be near my things at all. They're being very dramatic and insisting I'm gonna kill him with my selfishness by having closed jars of nuts in the kitchen I pay to use. But I won't have my diet restricted by someone who doesn't even live here. Layla isn't speaking to me at all right now, and I feel a little bad now because I do understand how serious allergies are, but I also think they're overextending boundaries by telling me what I can or can't eat when he's not even here about her boyfriend's allergies. Update. I sat down with Layla a few days after my initial post and really talked with her about why I felt her and Kyle's request was unacceptable, and I laid out my biggest concerns. I eat mostly plants, so nuts and soy account for about 50% of my protein. So my grocery bill would increase because I'd have to make up the difference with animal products. Who's gonna pay for that? I'm not vegetarian, but I don't really want to eat like that, and I definitely don't want to pay for it. So would they make up for that increase? I honestly didn't trust them to stop there. I already made what I felt was a reasonable accommodation, and it wasn't enough. So how long until they take coconut, eggs, and tomatoes from me too? It was weird to ask me in the first place, and I felt disrespected because this is my home, and I don't take second place to a guest. I can to her, personally of course, but that doesn't extend to the apartment. I said I would agree to continue not using his severe allergens when he was present or soon to be, and that was the line. It didn't go over well at all, and Layla told me I was overreacting, and could just do it and kept talking over me when I tried to say that I wouldn't. Eventually she slipped up with the, well, what if he moved in? And I said not, and ended the conversation with her for the night. We argued in circles about it for nearly 2 weeks, and once it was out, she didn't drop it. I realized it wasn't going to get better, so I did what I didn't want to do and told her that I was going to the landlord about breaking my part of the lease, and she freaked out. IDK where Kyle's money goes, but he doesn't have any because she was yelling about not being able to afford it on her own, and he couldn't help even if he moved in. I told her this had gone way too far, and I didn't think I could be happy living here with her anymore. If it were easier for her to leave instead, that would be fine too. She was distraught, and I said I wouldn't force her out or leave her suddenly on the lease alone, but it was one or the other. Eventually she accepted it and decided to move back in with her dad. That was the end of April, and she's fully moved out this week. My childhood best friend Allie has been flip-flopping on moving to my city for forever now, and me calling and saying I had a cheap open bedroom if she came right away got her to pull the trigger on it finally. It also helped Layla out because she didn't have to pay to break the lease since I agreed to cover the full rent at my own risk. Allie still has stuff to tie up in our home state, but she's already sent me half of July's rent. I just gotta squeeze for a little while, but I'll make it. I'm super excited to see her and show her around. Plus, we've been cooking together since 4th grade, so that'll be a nice change, lol. And I can get a cat.